Welcome back to Bluebell Island for episode 18 with me, MrSealyp. It seems like forever since I was here on Bluebell Island, but I'm back. It's been a busy week, a hectic week. I've been keeping an eye out for different mods coming out, but there hasn't been much. We've had a couple of little things here and there, but nothing major. But we are here. I did say I was going to use the Redrock trailer, and I'm going to use that straight away. And I've got to put manure into the greenhouses. The water's done, that's all filled up, but they do need manure. And that lovely gift of the Manitou is down at the dairy farm. So that I'm going to use to fill up the Redrock trailer. That's kind of the plan. We'll take that over, we'll get some manure into the greenhouses, and that'll be the first job done. So I'm going to jump into the Deutsch file. Let's back that up and hook it up. There we go. And we'll get this over. There are still a few harvests that I need to do on my fields. Sunflowers are already there. The corn and maize is ready on 7. I think, is it barley or wheat? I put in 3. So there's a few bits that need doing. I've got a few things on the go. I'm also expecting another delivery. After we mentioned it in that other episode. I'm not too sure, and if I get this wrong, I do apologise. I think it's Gobo, not Gobbo. I don't know, it could be Gobbo, but Gobo 20006 or 20,006, depends how you want to say it. Sent me a message, much like the one from Jack, saying I've sent you a vehicle. It's being shipped, it's on its way, it will be at the old docks at some point. What that is? Well, actually, what that is, you'll probably already know, won't you? Of course you will. Oh, it depends. Yeah. I might. It might be the thumbnail, so you might already know. So it's pointless me being all kind of coy and playing the mystery card. Or I might have just put a completely different thumbnail up, and you won't have a clue what it is. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I'm mumbling to myself, as I often do. Anyway, right, the Manitou is ready to go. We've got the shovel on the front. Let's load up this trailer. And we'll take it over to the greenhouses. I'm just going to dump the manure on the floor in a big pile. And then we can use it whenever we need it. Okay. I can't remember how much the Redrock takes. Was it 21,000 litres or 17.5? Might have been 21, I'm not sure. We'll soon see. Each of these buckets takes 4,500 litres? Something like that. Something like that. Four and a half. Yeah, 4492. Not far off. Haven't got a huge amount of manure, but I'll take over what I've got. Now somebody did message me and say, why didn't you get the Merlot? Well, I was gifted a Manitou. If somebody says, I've sent you a Manitou, I'm not going to think, well, what I'll do, I'll go into the store and I'll get a Merlot instead. That's not how it works, is it? If somebody buys you a present to give to you on your birthday, you don't open it and suddenly it's turned into something else. That just seems a bit weird. So I just left it as it was. Made more sense. I think this is probably going to be enough. I'm pretty sure those boxes only take about 2,000 litres each, so this should last a little while. Considering we've just put in, what, 12,000 13,500 litres. I think we should be okay. The Manitou will of course need to come up with us, because we're going to need that to scoop into the troughs, boxes, whatever you want to call them. Unfortunately you can't tip into them, but we can't do a thing about that. And without follow me, we'll just have to gaze longingly into the distance as we leave the Deutz far behind. As I said before, that new Merlot mod is brilliant. I love it, I really do. But the Manitou, out of all the telehandlers, I don't know why, it was one of those ones that just kind of stuck with me. The New Holland LM742, which was added into the mod hub, which was original. Well, I keep making these sweeping statements. It was originally in FS15, and people say no, it wasn't. It was in 13. It was in 11. It was, you know. I only started playing on FS15, so I know it was in 15. It may well have been in previous versions, earlier versions. That was kind of my go-to telehandler. When we realised we were getting Manitou in FS17, I just loved this. But the Merlot's cool. I do like it. Again, probably because it's different. It's you know, I've used this quite a lot, so the Merlot's a nice one. I keep going on about the Merlot, this Merlot, but this is a cracking telehandler. I do like it. Right, let's pop that there. Jump out. Go and get the Deutz far. And we'll get that unloaded. Oh, went a bit squeaky there. Unloaded. Anyway. Oh, what happened with my voice? We do need to do a load of feed in the new and improved, the revitalised mech fibre. The question is, when am I going to dump it? Probably over here actually. Just suddenly thought, I need to keep an eye out actually. In case there's like a gold nugget on the floor or something, I just dump manure all over it and then never find it again. Can't see one. That'd be just like me, losing a gold nugget under a pile of poo. Okay, let's unload this. In the shade of the tree, so the heat doesn't get on it too much and it becomes just a really disgusting whiffy pile of manure. Right, so let's get these boxes sorted out. Now, as I recall, and I probably said this when I did law folds, I'm finding that the last time I did greenhouses, the triggers on these boxes were horrendous before. On FS15, I think they're better on 17. I hope they're better on 17. I could have just brought up a scoop at a time using the telehandler, realistically, and just gone backwards and forwards, but it just made more sense to have a pile here. I can always add to it whenever I need to. I could also add a water tower in. It's a pity they don't do a water trough excuse me, mod for PS4. Just a little water trough or a water tap or something. I mean, that water tower is huge. There we go. That's not so bad. We are full. Okay. No spillage. I didn't drop any anywhere, which is what I normally do. The beauty of the telehandler being as well with these slightly higher concrete sides. Yep, need some more in the bucket. Right. Let me finish this off. It's a bit you can't tip into them with the trailer. That'd be a lot easier, but I suppose it adds another realm, another dimension to doing this. Otherwise you would just spend your life just tipping things everywhere, wouldn't you? Okay, last box. It must take 3,000 litres then, not 2,000. That's alright, they're pretty much full. I'm going to leave the telehandler here for a bit because I can always top up, and if I need the telehandler I can just always come and get it. For the time being it will stay here. That little water thing, water tank, I'm going to leave that here. That's been refilled so I can top up with that as well. Just pock this up. And then it will be on to our next job. Fantastic. Right. That's those done. We'll see what happens with the tomatoes. That's been that kind of weird thing. I had that conversation with Alien Jim, who said it needs to go through a couple of cycles, growth cycles, and then you'll get the tomatoes actually appear on them. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll keep an eye on them, so I'm not sure, yeah, what will happen. They've now got water and manure, so we should get tomatoes on them. Okay, let's get these bits of equipment back to where they need to go. That could probably do washing out now that's had manure in it. And next job. Racking my brains now. What should I do next? While I was putting away the equipment, actually I put away the New Holland, but I was moving the Deutz with the Redrock trailer over to field 7. I got the call. I get a lot of these calls, or I have been recently anyway. Over to the old docks. My new delivery is here. Interestingly, can you tell what it is from here? It is an old-ish tractor, an older tractor. I mean, it's not old, but it's big. It's a big tractor. I'm worried it's going to bully the other tractors. We'll see, but it is the Fendt 800 Favorit. That was gifted to me by Gobbo. Let me know. I always think Gobbo would have 2 Bs, so I'm going with Gobbo. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, this was what was gifted to me. Now this one is the 816, so that's 165 horsepower. That puts it 5 horsepower higher than the New Holland T6. So this is now the largest horsepower tractor I've got, and it's a big brute. It's a big old tractor. I mean, you know, most of my other tractors on here, they're older tractors, but they're quite small. This is quite a big one. But again, I got the message. It was a gift. It's been packed and shipped, and it'll be with you soon. So I'm going to take it. Of course I'm going to take it. We'll use it. I'm going to put it straight into work as well. So let's jump straight in it. So what I'm going to do now, the next job, is over to field 7 for the silage harvest. Now I did a silage harvest, I think, way back on episode 5 or 6, something like that I think it was. And that field had had nothing done to it. I bought it and it hadn't been ploughed, it hadn't been, you know, nothing had been done. And I got 42,000 litres off it. So I recall saying it would make about 40 bales of silage. I'm sure that's what I said. which I did then add to it with grass and stuff in the bunker silo. Nice tractor this. It's big, but yeah, I like this. So what I then did was I did everything to the field, ploughed it, did everything I could do to it, 3 fertilising states, and it had corn put back in it, or maize, because I was curious to see whether or not I could get more off of it by doing all the work on it. So the object now is to see if I do it, will I get more than 42,000 litres of silage. The problem I have got is, unless I take it all the way back over to the old docks, I haven't got a bunker silo available. So I might just put it all into trailers for the time being and see how much I get. I don't know if my capacity of all my trailers comes to that, but we'll see. So the first thing I need to do is hook up this, the Massey Ferguson 260. That's the header, or the corn silage header. Oh, I'm assuming this is going to hook up to the Redrock. It should do, unless it's going to be one of those ones that's only Massey Ferguson compatible, but we'll see. Might as well put this straight to work, why not? It's here, it's got enough horsepower to run everything, so don't want to run into the crops at all, do I? He says running into the crops. Brilliant. Right, open that up. Fantastic, right. Let's unhook the Redrock trailer. Keep having these really weird finger spasms, and I kind of go to turn an engine on and off and end up jumping out the tractor. I don't know why I keep doing that, but anyway. This should not take this long to hook up a trailer. There we go. Right. Pipe. Let's see how we get on then. I'm hoping this is going to be way, way better. Turn it on, drop it down. And see what we get. It's got to be more than 42,000 litres, otherwise all that work would have been absolutely pointless. I'm thinking already that looks better. It really does actually. Okay, looking good. I'm going to continue for a little bit and let's see what we get. Well, that's one of the trailers full. That's the Redrock. That's supposed to take about 17,500, I think. Sometimes it does this with silage, I don't know why. It's taken 16,100, but the problem is, as I'm going along, it's doing intermittent kind of squirts into there. It's not really filling out properly. That's the first one full. And I'll put this to one side, get another trailer, and we'll see how we get on. Disconnect that. Let's see what we get. I'm trying to think now, I've got to find my other trailers. Where did I put them? Right, okay. Bear with me, I will find them. They're around somewhere, I know they are. Well, I managed to find them both. I've got the Massey Ferguson 140 and the Marston Ace I've hooked them up together. Now here's the thing. This has got 165 horsepower. It can pull both of them, that's not a problem at all. I don't know whether or not this nozzle on the harvester will adjust, whether it will fill this one and whether it's got the reach to adjust and then fill that. I don't know. I'll try, I'll give it a go. If it doesn't work, then I'll just disconnect the Massey Ferguson and then hook up to the Marston and we'll go from there. But I thought I'd give it a go, why not? This tractor should have enough horsepower to pull it. So let's just see what happens, shall we? To make sure I go nice and wide so I don't wreck the crops with the two trailers behind, but the yield so far seems very good, if I don't drive over it, of course, which I keep doing. This trailer should take 14,000 litres, it's the 140. We'll see how close that it gets and whether or not the nozzle does switch and go to the back trailer. We're nearly there. The moment of truth. No, doesn't look like it. Might just be a bit of a reach, I think. Don't want to waste too much of this. Let's just give it a go. Drop it down. I don't think it's registering the other trailer, is it? Nope. Okay, right. So what we'll do. Is it then? Nope. It's not. Okay, right, let's disconnect these and see where we go. So far looking pretty good though. We've got the first trailer is about 16,000, that's 14,000, that puts us at 30,000 litres already, and what have we done? Maybe not even half of it, I don't think. And we only got 42,000 in total last time, so it looks like we are going to have a much better yield. So it looks like it is well worth doing all the work on it, which is kind of obvious. We know that really from Farming Simulator already, don't we? That, you know, you're supposed to get better yield by doing all those things, otherwise it makes them pointless doing them. But it's always nice to have a little bit of a test, just out of curiosity, to see how much different it is as well. So let's start filling up the next one. Okay, I'm a little bit later on, not much later on, but I've had a few issues. These two combined have got about 30,100 and something. What have I got in here? 30,147 litres of silage. I started to fill up the Marston Ace, however, jump up on here, it got to about 5,000 litres and wouldn't fill anymore, wouldn't put any more in it. It was cutting down the corn, but it wasn't putting anything into the trailer, so I had a bit of an issue. So I pulled that off the field and I've leased another trailer, but not one of these, not one of these, certainly not one of those. Something different. I've leased an actual dedicated silage trailer. This is a West silage trailer. www.harrywest.co.uk. West trailers, Harry West. This is not a mod review exactly, kind of. Within the episode, Harry West trailers are in Shropshire, in England. I think I better say it in Shropshire, in England, and they have been making trailers since 1966, I believe. Incidentally, the last time England won the World Cup, Football World Cup, that is. Yeah, bizarrely enough. Anyway, so I thought, you know what? They're sort of all-purpose trailers. This is the West 10-ton silage trailer. It is a new mod out, but I thought I'd give it a go and see how it works. And so far, it's actually working brilliantly. It's a nice mod as well. I like this. This is by ARM team. I wasn't going to do a mod review on it, like a guide to video, because at the end of the day, it's a trailer. It's a silage trailer. You put silage in it, it tips. But it seemed like a perfect idea to stick it in here and use it. And it is working very, very well. So, I'm going to continue with this. And let's see how we get on. This, actually, we'll check in the menu. This has got a capacity of 22,170 litres. 12,000 to buy, which actually that's not bad for that capacity. When you look at the Redrock trailers, mind you, those are sort of multi-purpose, whereas this is designed more specifically for things like the forage type things, straw, silage, chaff, wood chips. It's not an all-purpose thing, but 12,000, and to lease was only £960, Earth English pounds, so not too bad at all. So I'm going to carry on with this. It's been a funny old one, I have to say. What a game it's been trying to get this harvest done. Getting through trailers like nobody's business. It's madness. Like I say, look, the stream into there is good. I like the fact you've got this high section on the back to catch the silage, which is what silage trailers are designed to do. It's been thrown into there normally with some force from a forage harvester or a trailed forage piece of machinery, like this one, the Massey Ferguson. But it's a good mod, good trailer. And I've got past 5,000 litres and it hasn't stopped working, so that's a bonus. So, like I say, I'm at 30,000 litres already in the trailers. I'm at 9,000 here. Once I hit 12,000 in this trailer, I'm at 42,000 litres. Which won't be very long now. Actually, no, more than that. Let's just have a quick recap. Be there very, very shortly. Right, we've just gone over 12,000 litres. With what I've got in the two full trailers and this one, that's 42,000 litres, but I've also got 5,000 litres in the Marston. That puts us at 49,000 litres. We are already way above what I got off this field last time. And I'm probably, what am I looking at? Not 2/3 of the way, maybe half, just over halfway. So the yield's going to be way, way better. Now, my question is, do I fill this up? And then just once this is full, put all that silage into a bunker silo at the old docks. Then the rest of it, I can actually harvest it for the corn or the maize for the pigs. Or do I just go all silage? I think I might just go all silage. I've got another field with corn in. go all silage on this one, put it in the bunker silo up at the old docks, and then what I'll do is ferment it and then sell it. Might as well make a bit of money, get some money back. I like this trailer, although it does seem to be leaking out of the roof a little bit there. I think that's just where it's spraying into the back, but so far so good. Now, for some reason, and I don't know why this is, I don't know if it's just, I don't know if it's the Massey Ferguson header or the trailers, because they're all modded trailers, they're not kind of in-game ones. This is supposed to take 20, what did I say it was, 21,000 litres to 22,000 or something. It's got to 17,608 and that started spluttering a little bit again. But I've proved my point. I definitely have got more off this field than I assumed I would get. Way more off this field. So what I've got to do now is take all of this to the old docks and dump it off. I'm going to do the rest of that field off screen. There's only so much silage in you can watch in one episode, let's be honest. But we now have various trailers with various different amounts of silage. I like this, I really do like this. It looks good as well. These are a monocoque construction as well, apparently. Yes. Anyway, right, let's get the Deutz-Fahr off this, because I don't know if that's going to have the oomph to pull the whole thing. Problem is, yeah, right, I'll work this out. I'll work this out, don't you worry, and I'll get it on the go. This will have to go on, I think, this one separately. Take that as it is. And then we'll sort out hooking all of these up. Right. I'll see you over at the old docks. That's probably going to be a lot more sensible, isn't it? And we can get these unloaded. I'm here. I made it. I'm here. We're here. We're in this together. A team. It did pull all three. Whether in real life it would or not, I don't know. So what we'll do, we'll disconnect the rear trailer. And then we'll disconnect that trailer. So what we'll do, we'll pick the first bunker silo and we'll empty each of these in. Anything that comes off of field 7 I'm going to bring over here to this first bunker silo, so we'll know exactly what we've got off that field in total. I'm thinking with what's left we're going to be looking at around 70,000 litres maybe. We'll see. But we're at that point again. It happens so quickly. We're at the end of the episode. We've done alright. Let's unload. Watch the animations here. Yeah, we've done okay in this episode. We've got the silage harvest done. We've done the manure in the greenhouses. That's been sorted. Why is that not tipped completely? Oh no, I know what's happened. Somebody mentioned this before. That stupid... the underlying texture mapping thing, the problem that's been on the grass fields, where there's those weird ley lines that run underneath. Somebody did mention it's a problem over the bunker silos. I'm assuming that the same as when you're mowing, you mow and then there'll be a gap, a section where it won't actually register anything, then you'll get a whole load. I'm assuming it's the same with tipping. It won't allow me to tip in this section, which is going to make life ever so slightly difficult. I don't know how it's going to be for fermenting, whether it will blanket the silo or not. I'll just have to see. We'll see. Anyway, so I'm going to carry on unloading these. I'm going to clear that field and get everything in here. Hopefully this silo will blanket, and I'll go from there. But we are at the end of another episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative and useful. We've got the new Fendt 800 Favorit. Thank you very much, Gobo. Maybe Gobo. We've used the West silage trailer It's worked very, very well. If you have liked it, enjoyed it, found it useful, informative, whatever, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.